Welcome, everybody, to a very special edition of the Sweatshop Podcast, your one-stop shop for talking shop. With both Sweats and the Maestro out of town this week, we decided to take it back to the summer of 2021. During the summer of 2020, with COVID running wild, Sweats and the Maestro decided to get out for some fresh air and drive up the Atlantic coast, from New Jersey to Massachusetts, and stop at any bars or restaurants that were open and had a 4.5 rating or higher on Google with over 1,000 reviews. While somewhat successful on their 2020 quest, they decided to venture up the coast again in 2021. This time, not only visiting the spots that were closed to try them out, but to also document their reviews, as they regretted not documenting their first excursion. What you are about to witness is the entire compilation of all the reviews documented on this 2021 road trip as the Kings of the North.
What's up, guys? This is Sweats with Man Maestro. Okay, we are here in Connecticut. Why, you ask? Well, we're going to be doing some reviews of some bars, not just through Connecticut, but just off of our road trip all the way up to Cape Cod and beyond. All right, so basically, this is how it goes. We're going to review off of a scale of 10. All right, we picked some bars that were only 4.5 out of 5 on Google.
Yeah, Google had it out of 5.
Yeah. We're going to double it up.
We're doing ratings of 10.
Yeah, 10 because I like the...
decimal points?
Decimal points. Absolutely. We're going to do that shit.
I like being complicated.
Yeah, be complicated as fuck. Because, to be honest with you, I like the room that it gives me out of 10 as opposed to 5. So, 4.5 out of 5. Over 100 reviews, okay? We're at the Liberty Rock Tavern in Connecticut. I can't remember exactly where, but this place has a 4.5, and it has over 100 reviews. It has 175 reviews. So we were here. It was pretty decent in there, but I can't give it a 9 because 4.5 times 2, guys, is 9. Pretty sure. Okay.
I can only count to 4.
9 out of 10.
That's a musician thing.
There you go. So 9 out of 10. I can give it a 9 out of 10, guys. I can because they don't have the drink specials. They do have shuffleboard in there.
They do. So they did have shuffleboard. Looked like they got dartboard. Mm-hmm. Now, here's one thing I didn't notice, and something that will come into play for me as we do these. Mm-hmm. Do they have a jukebox?
They did have a jukebox, but it was off.
So that's a no-go.
That's a no-go. They had a touch tunes on the thing. It was completely off. Black.
That doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work. He's not saying that black doesn't work for him. He's just saying
the
black touch tunes. Yeah. So basically, I think if adding it all together, I would give this place, the drink was good. I had a Moscow Mule.
Yeah, so did I. I had the same thing.
Moscow Mule. I would give this place a 7.5. I would give it a 7.5 based off of my experience there. I didn't play the shuffleboard, but I know they have the shuffleboard there. If I wanted to have the game, I would have fun. Yeah, that's what I would choose. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I would go just 7.
7.
I would go just 7. Yeah, like to me, like there was nothing like super special that to me would set that apart for being like a 9 out of 10 or higher, like deserving a higher rating. Maybe that's reserved for like when they have special things because it does seem like it could be a fun place to go,
right?
Especially like in this area we're in, that could be like a very central part of the nightlife. Like I said, there is the dartboard, the shuffleboard.
Yeah.
So it looks like you can have some fun there.
Yeah.
but I guess not necessarily like, because a lot of what we're doing too is like looking at these places and seeing like what's their signature drinks,
Right.
what are some of their specials, do they make their own drinks, like do they brew their own beer, do they have this, like what are some of their specialties?
Exactly.
And it just like for there was no specialties
right
at that point, and there was no like actual bar specials either, so it was kind of hard for us to judge based on like there was no specialty to judge. But I mean, everything was friendly. It seemed welcoming.
Yeah.
So that's why I would give it a 7. I would still recommend just trying to check it out.
I would check it out for sure.
I would definitely recommend you check it out.
Absolutely. That's for sure. What's up, guys? It's Sweats again with Maestro. This is our second review. We are now at Duffy's Tavern in West Haven, Connecticut.
Stop number 2.
Day
1.
And matter of fact, this place got a 4.6 review on Google out of 5 with a 311. So 311 people reviewed this for a 4.6 review. Now,
not like 311.
Okay, stop.
I'm thinking about peaches and cream.
Stop it. So, well, you know what? What's funny about Duffy's Tavern is the 4.6. So we added, we doubled it up. The different times 2 is 9.2. That's about fucking
That's
right.
good math.
And I think that's about fucking right. 9.2, I think, is a great score for this. First of all, the atmosphere in there, and remember, this is a Sunday. It's not packed in there, but the vibe, and it probably has a lot to do with the bartender, no lie. Vibe was good. The vibe was good. Not only was the vibe good, but the drinks were really good. That drink specials.
Yeah. Well, what did you have?
I had the what the fuck did I have? I don't even remember now. I have it on my phone. My phone's right there. I have my phone right there. You had the electric lemonade.
I did. I had the electric lemonade, which was basically one of those like. So they have like those drink pouches, and it was they made it there, so it wasn't like a pre-made thing, but it came in just a big pouch. So it was basically like an adult Capri Sun deal. But it was like I think it was like Deep Eddies, lemonade, vodka, blue curacao, and then like actual lemons like squeezed in there. And stuff. And I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of blue curacao, but I love lemonade. Yeah. And that shit was really good. Like that was really, really good.
Yeah.
Like, well made. Like I said, I don't really like blue curacao. Yeah. And I was able to drink that.
No,
so
it was great. I'm still thinking, it's a cherry limeade. Hey!
That's what you had. Because I was looking at that. You got that.
Yeah. All right, fine. The cherry limeade, that was fire as well. And I also had to take a shot of Jameson because of Rick Rude.
He had a rude awakening.
And so I had to take a shot. It's a long story. I can't talk about it right now.
We'll talk about it on the podcast.
On the podcast, please watch it. We'll talk about that.
Subscribe.
Please do that.
Click the bell. All that shit.
So I'm gonna give it that exact score, a 9.2, because of the vibe. And later on today, they're gonna have an Irish band.
And I'm all about that. Listen, I am all about the Celtic vibe because that was what this place had. This place had a very Celtic, like Irish.
And the inside
Irish,
was like that
Celtic, vibe type deal. So if you're all about that, I would definitely check this out just for the whole vibe of it.
Yeah.
They did have TVs there with sports on there, so that's something if you enjoy that. Mm-hmm. Staff was very nice, friendly. And in fact, we were talking about like music choices and stuff.
Right.
Like, it was very interactive in that way.
Absolutely.
Like you said, the drinks were good. What
would you give it?
It's tough because I don't want to be like I'd give it the same, but like I would probably give it. If I don't give decimal points, I give it a 9. The only thing is I can't give anything perfection.
Right. No, it's not perfect.
I can't give anything perfection.
But it was damn close.
But if I don't, I'll give it 9.4.
There you go.
I'll up you by 2.
Yeah.
I'll up you by 2.
There you go.
And there's a reason why.
Oh, but shit. Hello.
No. I'll up it by. I would give it a 9.4, just for all those different factors. The drink was really good. And I thought the menu was extensive.
The menu was
menu was very extensive. We didn't actually have any food,
but it was a big, like they had like 2 whole back and front menus of just whole tons of food.
And people don't come there for the drinks, guys.
So
like,
many different options.
It's a restaurant in there, and the bar is not super long. Yeah. It's kind of the opposite of the other place, which is more of a bar.
Yeah.
This is more.
And there were a lot of interesting choices. Like, you can have a long menu, and it's just all kind of like the same bar type stuff.
Right.
But there was one thing. There was like a filet mignon crostini on there or something like that. I was like, I was very intrigued by that. So, like I said, we didn't have the food, but I would check that out.
Yeah.
That's why I'll give it a 9.
That's the place to be.
Yeah. Hit it up.
All right, so we just went to Frank Pepe's Pizzeria in New Haven, Connecticut, which is considered one of the best pizzas in America, essentially, right? Yeah. And it's the New Haven style of pizza. Now, I thought I never really had it. I was going to try it here, but apparently I fucking have had it. So
right,
I just didn't know it. And it's that coal fire or pizza, brick oven coal fire pizza type vibe with a.
Yeah, you're fucking rearview mirror and goddamn.
What? Oh, fuck it, don't give a fuck. It's all good. It's all good. I'm doing it gangster style. So
this is pizza anyway. No drinks.
Yeah, no drinks. So it's no big deal. To be honest with you, like, I thought it was delicious, and we were compared to Anthony's Coal Fire Pizza, which I consider like mine. That's my favorite pizza. Like Anthony's Coal Fire Pizza is my favorite pizza.
All of like those chain pizza stuff.
Yeah,
like that's definitely my favorite pizza. Yeah. I love the. I am all about the coal fire, like brick oven, like that kind of like thin crust.
Right.
Like it can even be a little burnt. Like I'm okay with that.
Yeah, the burnt.
Like a crispy.
I think that's the point,
crust.
right? You have to have that crispy crust.
Yeah.
With the burnt on it.
That's the deal.
If it ain't burnt, I want it well done. Like if that shit ain't well done, I don't want it. Yeah. Like that's all there is to it. And I guess that's the style that's very popular. At least amongst me, it is very popular. And you said you had a place in New York that was comparable.
Yeah,
John's, and that was your favorite.
Yeah,
pizza.
I was gonna say John's Pizzeria over there on I think 43rd Street. If anybody's familiar with that. Yeah, they do kind of like the same deal. So like that to me was and probably still is my favorite pizza.
Now,
but this is it's basically the same.
Yeah. Now, granted,
and we're not far from.
No, it's not. No, so this is like the originators here. Now granted, we got this shit warm. Like it was. I mean,
this was not fresh out of the oven either. Like, we were a little late picking
it up. So it was like warm to lukewarm on the vibe. So it wasn't quite hot, but it had a lot of flavor. Still good. Still had the crunch. Still had all that good shit on it. So it was. It was a good pizza. Like I'm not gonna rate it because that's not what we're here for.
So, we're rating bars
because we're kind of on the way. But I just wanted to throw that out there. Like this is like the real deal.
This is good stuff. Yeah, stop either at apparently there's a competition. Like if anybody's familiar with Philadelphia, you got the Pats and Geno's for cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's the Frank Pepe's.
They do. Frank Pepe's.
They got Sally's.
Now, what's funny about...
and they're on the same street.
So Frank Pepe's is winning.
Just like Pat's and Geno's.
Frank Pepe's is winning.
We don't have Sally's.
No, I'm saying it's winning. That line...
Short.
That line over here is long as fuck.
Pepe's?
Pepe's line is long as fuck.
Really?
Dude.
Yeah,
I'm so glad.
I didn't
that shit, you could do... There was not a long line over there. I mean, it was packed.
It looked like there was a lot of people. Well, maybe they have more people. Maybe they have more seating.
No.
Well,
no, it was the same shit. That line is extensively long. So, shout out to Frank Pepe's. That shit was legit as fuck.
Yeah, good stuff.
It's comparable to the things I've had.
We just had a pepperoni pizza.
Yeah, it's a pepperoni pizza.
It's
like,
simple.
Yeah. Just normal shit.
Normal cheese.
Yeah, and again, it was lukewarm. We got here a little late. It's all good. We were just doing the thing. I tried to get it because I didn't want to wait I didn't want to wait like 40 minutes or an hour for my pizza. I didn't want to do that. So we fucking did it like that. Yeah, ordered ahead, got the shit. It was still good lukewarm, bro. And if it's still good lukewarm, then it's a good fucking pizza. You can't say that for all of them. All right, see you guys.
This is our third one now. Third one of day one. Facts. There we go. Third one of day one. Milagro Cafe in Stonington, Connecticut. Now this is like a Spanish type vibe.
something like that, South American something vibe. And we had a margarita. We each had a different
I would
margarita.
say it was definitely like a Mexican.
Mexican vibe, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
So I had a strawberry thyme. Fresh strawberry thyme. They weren't bullshitting, fresh as a motherfucker. Margarita, and you had a
I had a creamsicle margarita.
Creamsicle margarita.
Yeah.
Now I'm not gonna bullshit you at all. This is the best margarita I've ever had, and it's not close to me. Like I don't know your opinion of it, but
no, I'd have to agree. I honestly, I'd have to agree. That was probably the best margarita I've ever had in my life.
I tasted his, you tasted mine,
Yeah.
and it was fucking phenomenal.
These were the two best margaritas I've ever tasted in my life.
It's not close.
In my life.
Like, so Milagro Cafe, Stonington, Connecticut, they got a 4.6 with 230 plus reviews on, which equals a 9.2 on the thing. But I like to give them a range. I gave a 9.2 to the last one. I'm going to have to give them 9.6. I'm going to have to give them 9.6 because, first of all, the food looked phenomenal.
Yeah, we didn't have food, but the food looked fantastic.
So good.
Like it, it definitely looked like it was sort of like the homemade deal. Like it's a small place, and
Small.
it's like like when you come into this area of the place, right? It's just kind of on this like little street,
Right.
It's just like kind of this little like dock town sort of thing. It almost reminded me of like the vibe of like some of the stuff on the Greek islands.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I've seen it yet on
like
television.
that kind of thing. Like
it is like
it
that.
reminded me of that, or even like a province town. Like it
Yeah.
reminded me of like a province
Yeah,
town,
yeah.
like just like a little street here, and
Yep.
there's like maybe like one or two shops, and there's this cafe, right? And so you go in there, there's this nice like vibe. It looks like they make their own tequila.
Yes.
They make their own tequila, and she was saying something about like how they infuse.
Yeah, they
different
infused
mixes
it.
with
The
tequila
one
with-
had thyme in it.
Yeah,
I guess the
different
other.
stuff.
Yeah, yours probably had. You probably had something entirely different than mine, like a different type of tequila vibe with that. But it was
Probably, yeah.
smooth.
Yeah. Oh god, it was so smooth. Like especially because I'm not a fan of tequila, and the fact that I didn't really taste too much of that tequila, and
Yeah.
it just really just like it was just so smooth.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't overpowering with the creamsicle too. Like it didn't feel like I was, because sometimes with those sugary type sweet drinks,
Yeah.
you feel like you're drinking like soda or you're
Yeah.
drinking that shit.
Yeah.
It was not like that either. Like it was just a straight up like very fresh,
Yeah.
very fresh tasting, and it looked like there was like fresh like tangerine or orange slices in there for mine. The creamsicle.
I had strawberry. Mine
This was
had the tangerine orange.
Yeah.
So good.
So yeah, I mean, it was just absolutely phenomenal. I kind of wish we did get food because
Yeah.
like they brought out that plate of the people next to us,
That shit looked fire.
like that, just the beans and rice of it.
Oh, the way that people presented the shit was just so.
Yeah,
good.
it was. Yeah, it looked so good.
So what are you gonna give it?
I mean, that's again, this is probably the best margarita I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
This is definitely the best drink I've had so far. I know we're
this is
only 3 stops
Three
in.
stops in, but at the level.
But
of the
honestly, like based on my previous experiences doing this kind of thing, I'm willing to put my foot down and say this is probably the best drink I've ever had.
shit, I agree. I'm gonna put my foot down.
I'm willing to do that.
I'm on you with.
I may eat my words later,
maybe.
but that's okay. I'm okay with
It
that.
is okay.
Because like if the rest of the stuff from
I'm thinking
here,
even the trip we did last time compared to this.
Yeah, no,
I
this
think
is
this
still-
is the best drink.
I mean that. See, now I'm partial to frozen drinks,
I know.
but this was like a fresh
Come on now.
drink because like the frozen creamsicle drink at that other place was straight fire too.
Yes,
But
it
that
was.
was more of like the sweet thing,
And
and
that
like
was
when
that-
it's
what's the
frozen, it
bottle
makes
again?
sense. That was the goal line, Jack's goal line stand.
We're going back
over
there,
in
by the way.
New Jersey.
We're going back there.
Going on Thursday.
Oh, really?
Won't make any promises. But yeah, no. Honestly, that was probably the best. That was the best tasting margarita I've ever had. It was
Yeah.
definitely fresh.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
so fresh. Food looked really fresh. Staff very nice.
Yeah. Oh, yo. Oh, hell yeah.
Kind of small place.
Mhm.
So if you're
Small
if you're looking to go there, especially around like a rush dinner time,
Yeah.
I'd say get there a little early because they don't take reservations. I was listening.
Oh, yeah, they don't take
reservations.
Yeah.
And it is a little bit small of a place, so just make sure you get there in a decent time if you want to make sure you get a seat, or else you don't wait for it. I mean, I'm I feel like because I don't think anything will get above this score, I'm going to go a 9.8.
Wow. 9.8.
Because,
Sure.
like I said, I don't think anything will go above
It's going to be damn tough.
this score for the rest of the trip. Not that things aren't going to be in the 9s.
Right.
But this was something. I mean, this was something special, and it's in a very quaint, small location too. This isn't like a bustling type deal right now. And we're doing this at 5:20 on a Sunday.
Right.
So like at this point, people should be going out to dinner. Think about that. Exactly. And I think we were 2 of 4 people in the bar. Right. So yeah, no, I would give it a 9.8. Because, like I said, I'm willing to put my stamp on that this was at least the Maestro's best drink of the whole trip.
You know what? I ain't mad at it. That's the review. All right, y'all. Sweats again with the Maestro. We are on number 4 of day 1. And we are at the Gray Sail Taproom. This is it. Oh, it's there. It's there. We got it. It's there.
I'm trying to get the picture this time.
Yeah, Gray Sail Taproom. And this is in Westerly, Rhode Island. We are in Westerly, Rhode Island. And this place got a 4.7 on Google.
Okay, 4.7.
But, caveat, remember I said over 100 reviews?
Yeah.
It's actually like 9.7. So I put it on the list.
I don't know if you can trust it.
I can't trust it because I don't agree.
It's not 100.
Yeah, I don't agree. Because 4.7 times 2. Okay, oops, too bad.
No, you do it. You do it. I told you, I can only do 4.
9.4. Hello. 9.4, which you gave as the Irish pub.
Duffy's, yeah.
At Duffy's,
Yeah,
right?
I gave a 9.4 to Duffy's.
9.4 Duffy's, and I just do not agree that this is a 9.4 on the scale. I think this is a nice place. It has a nice outdoor beer garden vibe. I thought it was really nice out there in the little area.
Yeah.
They have a nice. If I was going to be super critiquey, I guess I would like to see like a bar out there, like as well. They have one inside where you have to go get your drinks and go out to the bar.
I mean, to be fair, we did get there around closing time.
We did.
Because on a Sunday they close at 6.
Yes.
And we got there like kind of just
like 5:30,
just around last call.
Yeah.
So they could have something set up like during the day, or if they're open later, or another day. But yeah, no, like they have that really like nice outside area.
Nice.
They got cornhole set up.
Yep,
they had like a little like fountain-y thing.
Yep.
It wasn't on for us.
Yeah. They probably have other games. I saw like some board games out there. You can play some board games.
The one bartender was like bringing categories back inside as like he was bussing tables and stuff. So I mean that's cool. Yeah, it was definitely a place where like you could go like, let's say if you're looking to just kind of like get brunch or maybe like hang out.
Exactly.
For an afternoon, like get a couple drinks with people and just kind of like chill, have fun, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It like we said, it does have a really wonderful outdoor area. Also, it's all brewed here.
Yes, it
like
is.
right here in this location. Not only is it beer that they brew, the Gray Sail brewing for the beer, but they also have the
distillery.
Yeah, it's a distillery. It's like Southern.
Yeah, it was like
Southern Colony or something like that.
Southern County.
South
County or South County.
It might be South County.
South County Distillery.
Yeah, it might be South County.
Yeah, and that was good.
It's on the pictures.
Right, and I had damn if I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but I had a particular drink from the distillery. I actually didn't get beer because I'm not in the beer mood right now. When we get up more up north, I think I'll be ready. Maybe tomorrow or something like that. I might be more in the beer mood. Today I'm not really in a beer mood. So I got some from the distillery. Do you remember what yours was?
I'm trying to remember what it exactly was called.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like exactly. I damn for sure can't remember.
Yeah, type it in.
Yeah, it's on there. I'll post it. I will put it on the
yeah.
What we each had on the post edit.
So just look at it.
Yeah.
Like for example, mine was
I'm gonna put it here,
And there you go.
right here.
It's probably a good idea.
Right
Although,
here.
don't cover the DuckTales.
Oh no, you can't do that. You can't do that. But I think I'm gonna give this one 8.4.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair rating. I mean, I personally enjoyed my drink.
Yes.
Again, it was not like that top notch kind of thing. Like we've already discussed. We've been watching these in order.
Right.
But I still thought it was a great drink, and I do appreciate the fact that it is all brewed, distilled, right here in this location.
Me as well.
Because it looks like they have the brewery maybe open for tours and stuff too. So if that's something that interests you, as far as like taking brewery tours, distillery tours, that kind of stuff, it looks like that's something you can do here. So yeah, I would definitely check this place out for sure. Because they did have a pretty good selection of their beers, but they also had other beers that were like they called it like guest hosts.
They did
on the menu. So I thought that was cool too. But yeah, I would rank this in the 8 somewhere. I would probably give it an 8.5.
Okay.
Not like, not to like just be like one up you,
right?
But yeah, I would give it an 8.5 because I really did enjoy that drink.
Yeah. You probably like yours a little bit better than mine.
Because I think because mine was vodka based.
Yeah.
And I'm very much into like vodka based drinks, and I think yours was more of the agave.
I think it was agave
type thing.
Yeah, it has some agave in there and things like that.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I would like to kind of see what it's like when it's not closing.
Yeah, when it's not closing.
Because I bet you it's a little more lively in there.
Is that 3 Doors Down? Is that somebody else?
No, it's not 3 Doors Down.
I don't remember this fucking shit. What is it?
Send me some.
Closing time. I don't remember. They all sounded like
he's a music guy.
They all sounded like me. All white people sound like me. Woo! What's up, guys? This is Sweats and the Maestro once again. This time we are at Vintage Cigar, again in Westerly, Rhode Island. And I tell you what, right now, as we are having our cigars, having some whiskey. So right now, I have the 10th anniversary of the Perdomo Reserve.
Yeah, you got Perdomo
Champagne.
Perdomo champagne.
Yep. Perdomo Reserve Champagne. And right here, a vintage highball. And these actually are pairing very, very well for me. They both taste really, really good for me personally. How about you?
Yeah. No, mine's right here. I got this. It's a fat bottom belly from Drew Estates, and I paired this with what they call Monkey Business, which is like essentially a whiskey sour, but with monkey shoulder and some lemon there. And it's very, very nice because this actually has like very nice sweet notes to it as well.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I mean, the vibe in here is very, very chill. It's like a very, very chill. It's not like here. Like, and it is a Sunday. So
there's a TV right over here too.
Yeah, there's a TV over here. Watching sports over here. Yeah. You're sitting in some nice chairs, nice lounge chairs, and there's chairs all around here. It's very, very nice. I'll put a shot. I'll get a shot of it all. We'll do a pan. Make that shit happen on that shit. But yeah, I think it's very, very nice. If I rate this one, because they give it 4.7. 4.7. They give it 4.7. Okay. Which is the 9.4. I did the math earlier, 9.4. Yeah. On this shit, to be honest with you, this is something, I don't know if I give it a 9.4. It might be more. But this is a place, legit, this lounge at, have some drinks, sit here for a few hours, watch the sports, get something on TV. I would watch it. I would give this a 9.0.
See, yeah, I would come here, like, if you're looking to just kind of chill, I would come here for the ambiance. I would come here to have a cigar, if that's your thing. They have a good selection here. Also, the drink's pretty good. So, yeah, honestly, because I do enjoy these kind of places. Like, I love big cigar bars, I love lounging.
Yeah.
I love lounging. Good fun. It's not much better than having a drink, maybe a cigar, some sports on the TV, watching some wrestling. Nothing much better. So honestly, on all of those things considered, and like the fact that this is just a great establishment, the bartender was great, all that kind of stuff. Honestly, I'd probably give this a 9.6.
9.6.
I would give it a 9.6 because I would say even though this is not my favorite drink of the whole trip, I'm willing to bet this is probably going to be my favorite place.
That's fair.
Just because of overall ambiance and all things considered in totality. That's what I would say.
That's a review, y'all.
Guys, we are in New Bedford, Massachusetts. We have just gone to the Quahog. What's the full name of that shit?
Quahog Republic Whalers Tavern.
Quahog Republic Whalers Tavern, where we were last year, and they have a delicious lobster roll. I mean, for a quite big
lobster.
I mean, huge lobster roll, huge price. About $49.
Well, because it's that fucking big.
It is big.
It's market price. That's why.
It's a lot of lobster, guys. I mean, it's almost like. I mean, it's a lot of lobster. There is no lie. It was as delicious as I remember the lobster being. I had a lobster quesadilla last time, but I opted for the lobster roll this time, and I'll be damned if it was so goddamn delicious. That was just so good. Now that's actually not on our list, or maybe it was, but it was 4.4 now. So we got to bump that shit up to a 4.5. That shit is delicious.
We gotta make that happen.
It's a 4.5, guys. It just is. Like it's
it at least is. Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. And I believe I did not look up the I mean, I know Cultivator Shoals is over 4.5. I'm pretty sure it gets like a 4.7 or 4.8 on Google. I'll put it underneath when I double check it. But I'm pretty sure, and they got a bunch of reviews now. Last year we tried to come here, it was closed because there was no indoor situation. Like you couldn't do that, and it's just a bar. Like they're closed down all the bars essentially that were indoor type of situations. So any indoor bars, that pretty much that's what they were nixed. And we just went there, and I had a strawberry fields. What did you have?
I had the creamsicle.
Yeah, strawberry fields and a creamsicle, and god damn, they were both so good. Like, I mean, so good. I mean, we you were saying like it was close to the margaritas we had.
Really close to that margarita we had in Connecticut.
Yeah. It was really close. I mean, it's number 2 on the list. But as far as vibes go in that bitch, that might just be like.
That was nice.
I mean, that's damn near close to the best overall bar I feel like we've been to overall-ish.
If that's your vibe, then yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
if that's your vibe.
If that's your vibe.
You know, to me, I'm like okay on that.
Right.
I'm fine with it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That doesn't amaze me that much.
Yeah. I mean, the
drink
vibes
was very good.
Yeah. I mean, they specialize in drinks.
Right.
That's what they do. Like it's more of a. It's not like a bar where you can have drinks. They specialize in mixology, like type of vibes. That's what they have, like a mixology type of spot. He had me trying like a bunch of different like whiskeys in there. Like, I mean, it was nice. I mean, it was dope. So shout out to them. They gave that again. I think it was 4.7, 4.8, which was, I mean, it would be like 9.6 ish vibes. Yeah. 9.6, 9.7, whatever. I would give it like a 9.4.
I think that's accurate. I would also do that. I'd probably give it a 9.4.
9.4 for that. Now, as far as the Whalers Tavern, which is a 4.4, obviously it was 8.8. It's more than that. I'd also give that like a 9.3 or something like that.
That's big.
As far as that.
That's big. I don't know if I give it 9.3.
No?
I would give it a solid 9.
Solid 9.
Solid 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. Solid 9.
Solid 9. I mean, the lobster rolls are good. They get nice.
Yeah, that was the thing. Because, like, the drinks we had, like, my Bloody Mary was good, but it wasn't like.
It wasn't great.
You know, it blow my ass off Bloody Mary.
Yeah, same thing with my drink.
Did have a jumbo shrimp on it. Got bacon. Could have made it spicy.
Had some olives.
Yeah, had some olives
on it.
Had some olives, lime, lemon.
Yeah. No, it was good.
But I think they have their own Bloody Mary mix. That was the whole thing behind that.
Right. They had their own thing.
Yeah. But the food there is very, very. I mean, specifically that lobster roll. If you like lobster, that's got to be a spot you got to go to try the lobster roll.
Absolutely.
You got to do it.
Absolutely.
I've been craving that lobster roll for a whole year now.
That's facts, though. No, you've been
literally. I've been craving that specific lobster roll for an entire year. Like, I'm like, when do I get to go back and have that? When can I go back and have that?
And now I did.
We did it. We got it together.
I'm so excited.
The lobster is really good, really fresh. I mean, I'm not kidding.
It was fresh as shit, yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's a review.
What's up, guys? This is Sweats here, along with the Maestro. We're on day 2 of our trip. We start out at the Naukabout Brewery and Taproom in Mashpee, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
They gave us a 4.6 with 295 reviews.
Okay.
On Google.
Good stats. Good
Yep.
stats.
And remember, we're going to double it up. We're going to do out of 10 because I like more leeway with all of that, to be honest with you.
More wiggle room.
More wiggle room. Get the decimal points and all that shit together. So, if you had to double it up, 4.6 times 2 is 9.2. If my math serves me correct.
It does.
Okay. 9.2. And you know what? That's pretty accurate.
You put it there?
I put it right at 9.2. The beer I had was the Sailor's Delight, and it was delightful. Had a nice fruity flavor to it, and it was like a milkshakey type of.
Yeah, it was a milkshake IPA. I believe,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, something like
Or at least,
that.
I know mine was.
Yeah,
I had
mine was similar.
because they had a bunch of different kinds of beer here, so
Right.
it's not just like one specific kind. They had I think they had like Hefeweizens, they had other
Yeah.
stuff. So it was a really good selection
Yeah.
of beer that they brew here.
Right.
But I think we were both intrigued by these milkshake IPAs.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you had that one. I had the Milli Vanilli,
Yeah.
which was like a vanilla milkshake IPA type deal.
Right.
And like mine didn't, because yours was a little more fruity, right?
Right. Yeah.
Obviously, the vanilla you're not going to get a little fruity, but it still had that sort of like fresh vanilla taste, and not necessarily that like like sugary intensive vanilla
Right,
flavor
that-
you sometimes get in like the frozen drinks
Right.
or
Exactly.
any of that type of stuff. Like it actually felt like it's kind of like fresh vanilla
That's nice.
in the brew there.
Huh.
So even though I feel like that's pretty accurate, but I don't know if I'd go necessarily like 9.2.
Okay.
I think just maybe 9.1.
Okay. 9.1.
Yeah, which is close.
It is close.
It's close, but
They got big Connect 4 out there.
they do.
They had a giant.
They
big
do. They have
Connect
a large outdoor
4. Yeah. It's
area
really
to
nice.
drink at. I feel like this would be a great place to come at night. We're here at 11:30.
It's 11:30.
So like place is pretty dead, which is fine because it's a nice day out.
Right.
You can sit. They have a bunch of picnic tables with umbrellas that you can sit at. They do have the giant Connect 4
Okay.
over there.
They do.
And obviously it looks like they have room for some other activities. It could be a place that they, bring music out, stuff like that. So I can see this being a place at night people come to just kind of have an outdoor
Right.
hangout, and I think that would be a really cool thing. Again, thought the beer was good.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
beer was
Beer was
good.
good.
Service was good.
Yep. They got food here.
And they do have food here, which usually brewery food is pretty top
damn
notch.
good. Yeah.
Overall, I would highly recommend coming out
Absolutely.
here to what is Mashpee,
Mashpee,
right?
Massachusetts.
Mashpee, Massachusetts
Yeah.
for the Naukabout Brewery.
Naukabout Brewery. All right, that's a review.
We hope you enjoyed this little road trip down memory lane with us. As always, follow us across all social media at The Sweatshop Pod, as well as subscribe to the HTW Network YouTube channel for more great content. Follow the HTW Network at High Tension HTW across all social media for all the latest news on events and content coming from the HTW Network. For Sweats and the Maestro, we are closing up shop with a song that Sweats wrote to commemorate their road trip as the Kings of the North.
Stay-at-home order is almost done. I'm looking outside, it's time to have some fun. First time I put my pants on, this is it. I call my boy